Good morning. You're listening to Slices of Wenatchee. We're excited to bring you a closer look at one of our top stories and other important happenings every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Today, North Wenatchee is in the middle of a major transformation as construction ramps up on the Confluence Parkway, promising progress, but not without growing pains. Before we continue, have you joined Neighbor yet? If not, download the app today and join local conversations about issues that matter. Neighbor is a site just for our local community focused on facts, not misinformation. Best of all, it's free for everyone. To learn more, visit wenatcheeworld.com/NABUR. Now, let's jump in. Big changes are reshaping North Wenatchee as the Confluence Parkway project begins its first phase. And while the improvements are meant to ease traffic and boost connectivity, the journey is already bringing challenges for local businesses and commuters. Phase 1 of the Confluence Parkway project broke ground this spring, and already it's changing the face of North Wenatchee. The massive infrastructure effort includes new bridges, a signalized intersection, a roundabout, and expanded access to parks and trails, all designed to ease congestion and strengthen emergency evacuation routes throughout the heart of the city. But with construction now well underway, the ripple effects are being felt on the ground. One key stretch of the Apple Capitol Loop Trail near Walla Walla Point Park has closed for stormwater drainage work, with detours in place for at least 6 to 8 weeks. North Miller Street is also closed at the railroad crossing as crews relocate utilities, build a temporary track, and start work on 2 new bridges. Despite a $92 million infra grant and other matching funds, the full $286 million price tag means only Phase 1 is currently funded. With inflation and rising property values driving up costs, city officials opted for a phased, progressive design-build approach, keeping later stages flexible as they continue to seek funding. In the meantime, city staff say they're doing all they can to limit disruptions. Public Works Director Tom Wacholder says teams are adjusting traffic signal timing and staying in close contact with affected business owners. But for some, like Lisa and Eric Earhart at Earhart's Collision and Automotive Services, the construction has been devastating. After investing $75,000 in this second facility at North Miller Business Park, the building was demolished just 2 years later to make way for the parkway. Now, their operations are squeezed into half the space, and revenue is down more than $300,000 compared to this time last year. General Manager Jimmy Holman says the loss of square footage directly reduced the number of cars they can service, and the financial hit is being felt by their team and the community they serve. The Earharts aren't alone. Other nearby businesses are navigating the same squeeze. Bluebird, one of the Valley's major fruit production companies, has adapted by rerouting deliveries and reworking logistics, while Stemlet, whose core operations are elsewhere, reports only minor effects. Still, everyone agrees the work is far from over, and the long-term payoff remains to be seen. For developer Bart Tilley, the disruption is real, but so is the opportunity. Tilley helped relocate Franz Bakery Outlet to a newly purchased industrial park after its original location was claimed by the project. He believes the city is making the right move, even if the transition has been tough. In his view, Wenatchee is growing fast, and infrastructure has to grow with it, even when that means pushing through discomfort in the short term. Phase 1 is scheduled to wrap up in 2027, and while traffic detours, noise, and dust are the current reality, city leaders hope the finished parkway will bring lasting improvements to mobility, safety, and quality of life. For more, head over to wenatcheeworld.com. Are you passionate about the issues shaping North Central Washington? Then you won't want to miss the Wenatchee World Forum at Pybus. This monthly event brings together newsmakers and the community to dive into the topics that matter most. It's your chance to engage, ask questions, and be part of the conversation shaping our region's future. Have questions or need more info? Visit wenatcheeworld.com/forum. Now, a few other stories you should know about. Builders in North Central Washington are raising concerns after Governor Bob Ferguson signed an executive order requiring project labor agreements on all state-funded construction over $35 million. While labor leaders say the agreements will improve job site standards and fairness, some local contractors argue the mandate could limit opportunities for small, non-union businesses already struggling to compete. The Building North Central Washington group says it will continue advocating for small builders while also promoting its upcoming home tour event, running September 19th through 21st. Up in the Horse Lake Reserve, a conservation project aimed at boosting the western bluebird population is showing promising results. Thanks to 20 nesting boxes installed by local Audubon volunteers, 8 have been used this season, supporting 31 nestlings, a big jump from just 1 nest the year before. Volunteers like David Howe and Stu Smith have been biking the trails weekly to check on the boxes, adjusting to competition from house wrens and mountain chickadees, and providing valuable data to guide future habitat efforts. Confusion spread through Chelan County departments earlier this summer after a judge issued a letter asking them to redact public records involving Whitney Decker, the mother of 3 young girls allegedly murdered by their father in June. The letter, sent by Superior Court Judge Robert Jordan, lacked legal backing and caused uncertainty among county officials, who didn't know whether it had the force of law. Although the intent was to protect Decker's privacy, officials say the usual protocols, like court hearings or injunctions, weren't followed, leaving them unsure how to proceed. And finally, Karen Kelt just marked an incredible milestone: 60 years at the Wenatchee World. Starting back in 1964 with no clear career path, Kel learned the craft of laying out newspaper pages, known in the industry as dummying, and has quietly shaped every edition since. From the days of hot metal type to digital publishing, she's met deadlines, adapted to every change, and built a legacy few can match. In addition to her work life, she's flown planes, bowled a 600 series, practiced archery, and raised 2 sons. Now, 60 years in, she says she's not planning to stop anytime soon. And for those of us who've held a copy of The World, we've held a piece of her work. And from all of us, thank you, Karen. Thanks for listening. For more information on all the stories you heard today, visit us at WenatcheeWorld.com. The Wenatchee World has been engaging, informing, and inspiring North Central Washington communities since 1905. We encourage you to subscribe today to keep your heart and mind connected to what matters most in North Central Washington. Thanks for starting your morning with us, and don't forget to subscribe to Slices of Wenatchee wherever you listen to podcasts.